Welcome, Robert, to Guthrie Castle and to Dan Peña's QLA seminar.
Thank you.
If you could answer a few questions in regard to your thoughts in the week.
You're welcome.
Are you glad you attended the Castle seminar, and why?
I'm very glad because every time I'm here I can change a few things in my perspectives, and Dan changes a lot in the seminar, so there's new stuff, and I'm very glad.
Is this your first Castle experience?
No, it's about the 6th Castle experience, and so I really seem to enjoy it.
Good. Was there a point during this week when something struck you differently than it had in the past and you've decided now to do it differently as a result?
There were many points because every time the perspective of oneself changes vastly, and so you can see other aspects and you can apply other aspects, and so it's very good to deal with this again and again and again, and so you can use it as a change guidance to where you want to be.
Has your vision of what you can achieve bigger or different from before you came?
Well, the vision is already, I got it to somewhere where no one has gone before, and so I think it's not the point to get it even bigger, but to change slightly and to see how it can be achieved quicker and better, and so it's more now modeling how to get there than to exceed the size, because the size is more than is possible.
Dan talks a lot about taking action now. Do you have plans of what you would like to achieve within the next 21 hours or the next 21 days?
Yeah, we already started to achieve some things, so we want to start some projects here during the seminar. We were out on a few meetings, and so there are a lot of things I will start now again, but it's an ongoing process since a few years, and so I'm doing very well and it's very good.
Excellent. Are you pleased with what the final outcome was?
Very pleased, because as I said, or as I could assume it, I don't want to afford not to be here, because what I get out of the seminar is always a very high multifold of what I pay for getting here.
Excellent. What would you recommend to those watching this on YouTube?
If they can afford to get here, they should not afford not to get here.
Good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. Welcome, Giancarlo, to Guthrie Castle and to Dan Peña's QLA seminar. If you could just answer a few questions in regards to your thoughts in the week. Is this your first Castle experience?
This is my second Castle experience. I was here in 2008, that's about 6 years ago. And I'm really glad I came. I mean, it's been a terrific experience. The great thing is that Dan has been my mentor for quite a while now, and one of the very few mentors I've ever had in my life, and I like the way he's structured and the way he really defines you as a high-level player in this industry, in the business industry.
Was there a point during this week when something struck you differently than it had in the past, and you've now decided to do differently?
I definitely have decided to do many things differently. There are a few problems that I have that I could have avoided in the past if I would have acted with a more structured way. Definitely had a few aha moments, and a lot of it has to do with structure, and of course taking the right steps in the right order, so that we can either exit the company, go public, or get acquired, and that's really, really exciting.
Is your vision of what you can achieve bigger or different from when before you came?
Well, my vision has always been, it's been big in terms of what I want, what's my big goal in life. So when I'm leaving from here, it's a lot more structured and it's a lot more visualized and planified in a way that makes me believe more in myself in the way that it's going to get accomplished. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about what's coming, and I love what happened here.
Dan talks a lot about taking action now. Do you have plans of what you would like to achieve within the next 21 hours or next 21 days?
Yeah, well, I think I'm a great executor. I've always been a great executor. And with Dan is he's a great mentor because he's tough. And I think every coach, every great mentor, they know how to push you to the limit. I have big plans over the next 21 days. There's a couple little restructurings that I have to do in terms of planning an exit for our company in the next year and a half, 2.5 years. And so yeah, there's, the action list is heavy. This is very well structured and very, very exciting as well.
Are you pleased with what the final outcome of the seminar was?
Oh, totally, yeah. I'm very pleased with Dan. Like I said, he's been my mentor for many, many years, on and off, because in times, like, for example, when I came in 2008, I was at a different level. I mean, I was a different person, I was a lot younger, and there were things that I needed to learn, for example, like really manage a company in a strict manner with very strict managerial skills, which I now have. I mean, Dan talks a lot about you not being the manager, but now I really understand it at a different level. And I agree, we probably have to go out and get really tough managers that can do the management role at a much higher level than you can. But I know not that. I know what's the accountability, I know what it takes to run a company, I know what the KPIs that you have to establish, so I can oversee that process now. I couldn't do that 6 years ago. And what's really, really exciting is that now I can go out now and focus on the QLA, on raising money, on bringing acquisitions, on deals, which is really, really exciting. It's the next level, so love it, love it.
Yeah. What would you recommend to those watching this on YouTube?
Well, I would recommend, this is not for everyone, and the first time I came here, it used to get me it used to get my gut going, like, I used to feel my gut, so now I'm kind of used to feeling uncomfortable and putting myself in uncomfortable situations, and the fact that you're watching, I think that you are, in your mind, you are committed to taking those steps that you want to take, and only if it makes you feel uncomfortable, that's okay. That won't kill you. So if you want to chase your dreams and you know what you want to accomplish in your business life and you want to do that QLA, then Dan is the person to do it with. He's just a great mentor. I mean, he pushes towards the limits, and I know he's so dedicated to what he wants to accomplish and what he wants you to accomplish, because he takes full responsibility for that. So I can only recommend, and if you think this is the right step for you, then you should be here.
Thank you. Welcome, Jacques, to Guthrie Castle and to Dan Peña's QLA seminar.
Thank you.
If you could just answer a few questions in regard to your thoughts for the week.
I'm glad to do that.
Are you glad you attended the Castle seminar, and why?
Very much so. Before I came here, I had in mind what I wanted exactly. Now that I've gone through this, I'm really, really very happy.
Good. Is this your first Castle experience?
It's my first Castle experience, yes.
Was there a point during the week when something struck you differently than it had in the past that you've decided now to do differently? For example, aha.
More than once, actually. The very first day, I realized that this is a deconstruction. They have to wipe the slate, start afresh, and give you some new ideas, start building you. The very first day, my aha went on because I was given exactly what was wrong. And then after that, the second day, the third day, and the fourth day, I knew exactly what to do. And the fifth day, it was just trying to finalize my action plan.
Has your vision of what you can achieve bigger or different than before you came?
Yes. And we've been given a chance to meet with Dan Peña. expose to him what we have in mind so that he can put his input, try to see if we can polish what we suggested. And today I met him for the last time, and I have a very clear plan, and within the few days I'm going to put it in practice.
Okay. Dan talks about taking action now, and you have plans of what you would like to achieve in the first 24 hours, 24 days. Is that now set?
Yes, it is set. I would say what's important is know what you know, make a commitment to do it, pay the price, and go through that. If you don't take that step, you're done. So there has to be a commitment, and on my side I've made a commitment. Within the next 7 days, I'm going to hand in my first report, knowing exactly what to do.
Are you pleased with what the final outcome of the seminar was?
Definitely, yes, it's worth it. The cost to this is only a pay per action, as Dan used to say. You pay just to show your commitment. After you've paid what you have to pay, definitely if you don't do anything, you lose out. So I'm happy with this outcome.
Good. What would you recommend to those watching this on YouTube?
Get a mentor. You want to do something, if you're serious and committed, you have to get a mentor, someone who's been there, someone who's done that, and if you want, come this way, come this side, and I'm telling you, you're going to be happy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Welcome, Marcus, to Guthrie Castle and to Dan Peña's QLA seminar. If you could just answer a few questions in regard to your thoughts on the week. Is this your first castle experience?
Yes, it is.
Are you glad you attended the castle seminar?
Yes, very much. I enjoyed it very much.
Okay. Was there a point during the week when something struck you differently than it had in the past, and you've decided now to do differently? An aha moment?
Yes, it has been when we talked about visualizing. This was a thing that I encountered very often in my studies, and I was surprised that it's also looking the thing from business side of view. This was very interesting.
Has your vision of what you can achieve bigger or different from before you came?
Surely bigger, surely also different. I will probably achieve much more after this seminar, just being more focused and just being more at what I'm doing.
Dan talks a lot about taking action now. Do you have plans of what you would like to achieve within the first 21 hours or 21 days?
Yes, I probably will in the next 24 hours just go through the program and see if I have something that I want to read something more about, and just starting right to make my plans.
Are you pleased with what the final outcome was?
Yes, very much. I didn't think that it's so interesting.
What would you recommend to those watching this on YouTube?
I think that it's a unique experience for everybody, and I would recommend everyone to have this experience once in a lifetime, at least.
Welcome, Matt, to Guthrie Castle and Dan Peña's QLA seminar. If you could just answer a few questions in regard to your thoughts on the week. Is this your first castle experience?
No, this is my second castle experience.
Are you glad you have re-attended the castle seminar?
Definitely, I am really glad I did it. The first time here was really understanding that I can do anything I want, and now all those plans start to appear, like how I will achieve all those things.
Was there a point during the week when something struck you differently than it had in the past, and you've decided now to do differently as a result of that?
Yeah, there were a few things that really hit me. It was during private time. I had one question, and the answer shocked me a little bit. And now I know what to do, and that will be life-changing for me.
Good. Has your vision of what you can achieve bigger or different than before you came?
Well, yeah, every single time like I come here or talk to a more successful person than I am, my vision is like this, and after being here, my vision got bigger. That happens every single time.
Dan talks a lot about taking action now. Do you have plans of what you would like to achieve within the next 21 hours or the next 21 days?
I am a big believer in taking action, and even here, I did some work. When the seminar ended, I recorded a few videos, and I do have an action plan. I will change a few things that I'm doing in my business right now, and I will start taking action immediately as soon as I come back home.
Are you pleased with what the final outcome of the seminar was?
Definitely, I couldn't be more pleased, to be honest.
What would you recommend to those watching this on YouTube?
Well, for people watching this on YouTube, first you have to understand that super success is not for everyone, and it's probably a good idea for you not to come here, but if you really want more, if you have very high goals, and if you are willing to pay that price to action, then one of the biggest regrets that you could ever have is not coming here. It costs a lot to come here, but if you have high goals for yourself, and it costs a lot more not to come here.
Welcome, Tona, to Guthrie Castle and Dan Peña's QLA seminar. If you could just answer a few questions in regards to your thoughts on the week. Is this your first castle experience?
This is actually my second castle experience.
Are you glad you've attended the castle seminar again, and why?
Absolutely. I was doubting I needed to come back, and after the completion of this week I realized it would have been a horrible mistake not to come back.
Was there a point during the week when something struck you differently and than it had in the past, and you decided now to do differently as a result? An aha moment.
Yes, the aha moment came throughout the week, but particularly when Mr. Dan Peña was repeatedly telling me to just fucking do it. And so that was my aha moment, is that I have been delaying the action I need to take.
Has your vision of what you can achieve bigger or different than before you came?
It is different because I am in a different place now. I have grown tremendously from the first castle experience, but attending again and hearing the information at this point in my life, I was able to understand it differently, and my vision now is completely different. It is completely out of my wildest dreams different.
Dan talks a lot about taking action now. Do you have plans of what you would like to achieve within the next 21 hours or the next 21 days?
Yes. Having been able to come back and spend time with Dan, especially in our private time, Dan at the last seminar agreed to be both my mentor and my chairman. So we were able to spend time really strategizing and focusing on my dream board. So I have so much to do today, tomorrow, this next week, every single day. I really do feel the pressure, and I have a plan of action to get the dream team together immediately.
Excellent. Are you pleased with what the final outcome was?
Absolutely. I needed this, very much so. Another wake-up moment, there's nothing can compare to coming back to the castle, to this fabulous, exclusive experience, to be in the company of Dan Peña and Sally and all the other mentees. It just puts you in a whole nother realm of possibilities, and you're able to dream bigger, and I'm so grateful that I made the decision to come back.
What would you recommend to those watching this on YouTube?
To absolutely not think twice and come to the castle immediately if you're serious about real success in your life.
Mark McDonald, Number 10. I thought you did Matt, excuse me. Matt, his second time around. Matt from Lithuania, our resident alien. Come on up. Very good. Congratulations.
Okay,
Yep.
there we are. Excellent, good.
Okay.
And we're getting to see
Here's your certificate. Here's your 5 Credo card, and there's your risk taker card.
and maybe bend it up so we don't get chandelier on that inside. There we go. That's better. Okay, there we go now. And all you have to do is give me a smile as well. Okay, there we are. Can you tilt that? The chandelier still in its
Do you want me to switch this chandelier off?
It's just, I know, do you see that, Sally? Yeah, there we are.
I'm
Excellent.
not sure it's the chandelier, I think it's this lamp.
Is it that lamp? I think you're right. It's the lamp, Sally. You're right. That's it. That
You
was
get all these
What about
pictures,
the
don't worry
bottle?
about
Do
it.
you want a photo of the bottle as well?
Yeah, why not?
Yes. Daniel, get a photo with the handing over the bottle as well. Daniel, get a photo handing over the bottle as well. That's
Okay,
it.
sorry.
There we are.
Okay.
Excellent. Whoops, a daisy. There's so many things, isn't there? Here, you hold on to the bottles. We can see them a bit. Yeah, excellent. That's us. Okay. I think we got there. There we are now. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Robert Meyer.
Well, the mother doesn't drink.
Congratulations.
Okay, Robert, you know how to do it now. You've been here before.
Okay.
Maybe just give me that into your other hand so we can see all the certificate. That would be lovely.
No, hold that in your hand.
Yes, that's just so we can see all the certificate in the bottle. That's it there. There we go. There we are now. Okay, Robert, there we are. And I tell you, always go for one more. One more. Superb. Thank
Very
you.
good. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay, very good. Okay.
It's Tona.
Tona, Taco Bell. Come on up.
You said you were going to be nice in the graduate.
No, I didn't say anything. No, you were hoping I was going to be nice.
You were hoping to.
Okay, here.
Yeah, hold on to it. There we are. Okay, and can I see more of the certificate? Is there? That'd be great.
Okay, give
Okay.
her a hand. Shake hands.
That's it,
The
Tony.
white people shake hands.
Okay, and one more like that. Superb. And
Okay. Thank you.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bit clumsy looking. Just exercise there, that'd be better. Okay, there we go. Right, Farah, just give us a big smile. One more like that, just one more. Great. Brilliant. Thank you.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There's all the photos taken there.
Marcus?
Congratulations.
Well,
You hold on to that, Marcus. That's brilliant. There we go. Right,
Good
man.
hand. Good hands.
That's it. There we go. And tell what, Marcus, one more this way. Brilliant. And I believe you did that.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. And one more, Marcus, one more. Brilliant, thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry. Mark McDonald. Hold that in the other hand. Congratulations.
That's it, excellent. Okay, Don's gets us this way now. Okay, and I take one more like that. Great.
Wait, the bottle. Okay.
Okay, there we are. And last one, last one. Fantastic,
Very good.
thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jack. The last king of Scotland. Cousin of Idi Amin. Hold that in that hand. Okay.
Okay, look this way, just at me. That'll be great. Okay, here we are now. And one more like that, one more. Brilliant.
Okay. Congratulations. Okay.
Okay, and one more. Fantastic, thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
Okay. Got it?
Thank you so much.
Giancarlo. Hold that in your left hand, please. Okay, left, okay. Very good.
That's it, excellent. Okay, and another one like that. Brilliant.
Okay, now the bottle. Very good. Whoops, congratulations.
Oh, is that good? Here we are. That's it. And one more, one more. Fantastic.
Okay,
Thank
very
you.
good. Okay.
Congratulations.
Robert Smith. Okay.
I don't even have to tell Robert to smile, he knows what
No,
time
okay.
anyway. And one more. Only a few times.
We gotta just save the bottles.
No, it's not just I can't say one all the time. And last one, you, here we are. Thank you.
Okay. Ramona.
She's giving instructions on the photos right now.
Okay.
Okay, one over this way. There we are. And another one like that. One over this way. That's it. Good.
Okay, now the. Okay, congratulations.
Okay. That's you. There we go. And one more. Just one more. Fantastic. Thank
Very
you.
good. Okay,
Is that it?
okay. At the end of last night, and but more importantly, we've done this a lot of times now. I mean, over 20 years. I don't know how many hundreds of people have been through the castle experience, and we have countless success stories. And more recently, when I published my ebook, we published the fact that I've created over $50 billion with my mentees in equity and value for many, many businesses. But more importantly than the 50 billion, because money's not everything, although it's the only thing anybody keeps track of. And as I commented in my ebook, since the pharaohs were keeping the track of the size of the pyramids, etc., we've changed a lot of lives. As I commented in the ebook, you know, I was an out-of-work founder, CEO, chairman 20 years ago, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I still had a lot of talent. I still had a lot of mountains to climb, and I decided I wanted to change as many lives as I could for the remaining active years that I had. At first, I didn't really plan on coaching for 20 years, which is going to be 21 actually this May. I only planned to coach the year of 2000, which corresponded to actually a 7-year career or on my birthday. But here I am almost 21 years later, and this group, we had a full house. We expect a full house again in August. Some of the people that are here now will be back in August. But in closing remarks, for you guys that are watching on YouTube, and for those of you that are going to watch this in the months, years, and maybe decades to come, because you can't get rid of YouTube, it's here forever. So I have to be sure that I don't say words like fuck, shit, and things like that. We've had a tremendous amount of success for people that really stay focused. I'm here for the next year, 12 months with these people to mentor them, coach them on a weekly basis, and some of which on a daily basis, to help them fulfill their dreams. It's up to them, though, at the end of the day, it's up to them whether they take advantage of not just the material, but take advantage of my own time. I look forward, for those of you that have the grit, the self-discipline, and the confidence to come here to see you. I don't know much longer I'm going to give seminars, but I'm giving one in August for sure, because we had the overflow of this one. Now, this Sunday on London Real TV, they're viewing my interview for about, I think it's 80, 90 minutes that I had with Brian Ross, the founder of London Real TV, which is a very popular podcast, I think it's called, and it's one of the top 10 podcasts in Britain. They're going to view it on Easter Sunday. Now, some of you might be wondering why I was happy to see that we were going to be viewed on Easter Sunday. I don't mind going heads up with Jesus Christ. Mano a mano. God the man. As they said in the beginning of my ebook, he is the one, as they said in The Matrix. So I hope you enjoy it, view it. It's a lot of fun. As Brian said in his introductory teaser, you're either going to hate me or love me, which is more or less what I've been told for the last 20 years. When asked, when I was teaching the course at the Center for Entrepreneurial Management about 15, 18 years ago, my comments went from 0 to 10, he's a 25, to a -5. Some people said, I will never come back to the Center for Entrepreneurial Management if I live to be 1,000. Others said, I hope that I'm died and buried to Dan, next to Dan. So you make the decision for yourself. Watch London Real TV. It comes out on Sunday. You can see it. You can Google it and find it. The address. God bless all. Let's go have dinner. Cheers. Hopefully not judiciously, but balls to the wall. And may your success only be measured by your confidence, self-assuredness, self-esteem, devotion, laser beam focus, and dreams. Cheers. 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 So who had trouble getting their kilt on?
Ladies and gentlemen, haggis, Scotland's national dish. Tonight it is my pleasure to address this haggis for you. This address was written by Robbie Burns, Scotland's national bard. The English have William Shakespeare. We Scots have Robbie Burns, born in Alloway in 1759, died in 1796. Robbie is Scotland's most famous poet. He wrote hundreds, thousands of poems and songs. Now, for any of you who have never heard of Robbie Burns, perhaps the most famous song in the world, should our acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind. Old Lang Syne is credited with being a Burns composition. Now, on the 25th of January or thereabouts every year, we Scots the world over, America, Canada, Asia, Australia, even some parts of England would celebrate Robbie Burns and eat the haggis. Now, legend has it Burns wrote this address to the haggis whilst he was in Edinburgh. He was a poor farmer at the time, a man of the people. He was in Edinburgh trying to make it big in poetry. And he was asked to a friend's house. At the last minute, he was asked to say grace. And this is the grace that Burns came up with that night, the address to the haggis. Fair fa your honest sonsy face, great chieftain with a pudding race, aboon them all ye take your place, pain, stripe, or fear, wheel your wordy, o a grace, as lang's my ear'em. The growing trencher there, ye fill your hurdy. It's like a distant hill, your peen would help to mind a mill and time on need, while through your pores the dews distil. Like amber bead. His knife! Yeah. Well, his knife, a rustic labour decht, and cut ye up the ready slucht. Drenching your gushing entrails brecht, like on a ditch, And then, oh, what a glorious sight. Warm, reeking. Oh. And rich. Then horn for horn we stretch and strive. You take the hyper Sunday drive till all our wheels slap gates be live and bent like drums. And then I'll give them this side to arrive. Be thanked, Thomas. This air that o'er his French agur, all the old would star seer, fricassee, but macker, blah! Spew with perfect scar, looks down with sneer and scorn for view. Unsickered, poor devil, see him o'er his trash, as feckless as a willow trash, a spindle shank, a kick with lash, his knee van hit. Oh, bloody floods of fields to dash. Oh, how unfit! By Mark, a rustic haggis fed, that red earth resounds his tread, clapping his wally beaver leg. He'll mark it whistle, and legs and arms, and heads not sned, like taps o' fizzle. Ye poor so mak one kind your cairn, dish them out their bill of fare. Old Scotland wants me skinking wear and tops and lice. But if you wish, her grateful prayer. Gear the haggis. All get that okay, ladies and gents? Understand? Now in Scotland, any excuse to have a dram of whisky, I'd like to propose a toast to the haggis.
To the haggis.